你假日都放假吗？还是不一定？星期六、星期日啊？
有时候上班啊。
啊？
要上班啊。
要上班？
昨天就有上班。
昨天有上班？哦。
我就到温州放假，礼拜六、礼拜天。
礼拜天都有放假？
不一定啊。
不一定啊。
排到哪一天？
前面有18支球队表现都比你好，这就是刚刚我们说的这种战力上的一个落差。或许是他们的成绩，目前还在讲。
I'll observe her instead. I'll keep an eye on them instead. Monsieur Fauché, may I disturb you for a moment?
Of course. How can I help?
It is, of course, about the murder of Monsieur Ratchet. Can you tell me your movements last night?
I understand. Yesterday evening, I took a break at Vinkovsky station with Hotaru. We then went to our quarters in the staff accommodations, a section of the luggage car. Freya was there, reading, and I went to bed right after. Freya is there now, I think, and Hotaru is in the kitchen. They can verify my story.
What time was this?
11:30 p.m. or a bit after. The snow is beginning to fall heavily.
I see. Thank you. Can you write your address on this paper, please?
You want to pay me a visit?
Who knows, Monsieur Fauché? He is right-handed, there can be no doubt. Are you a smoker?
I'm trying to quit, but yes. I'm now down to just 1 pack of cigarettes a week. If you're looking for a heavy smoker, you should talk to Hotaru.
Thank you, Monsieur Fauché. I'll come back to you if I have more questions. Monsieur Fauché, may I disturb you for a moment?
Of course. How can I help?
Thank you, Monsieur Fauché.
So, Poirot, I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
I have not finished yet, but it is progressing, yes. I still have many questions that must be answered. I will report to you as soon as I can. Ah, Monsieur Maury, would you have a few minutes to give me? I have some questions to ask you.
Do I look like I can answer questions? The room is spinning. My head is about to explode.
You were celebrating last night?
Celebrating. When Freya always wins. What am I saying? If you want my answers to your questions to make sense, help me recover. You see there, the magnet on the fridge. That is my special recipe. I call it my day after survival tonic. If you could make me my special tonic, I might survive long enough to answer your questions. John knows the recipe very well. He can help you with the preparation.
Very well, Monsieur Maury. If I must, I must. I will make you your day after survival tonic. My little little grey cells did not let me down.
左边是有空间的，也是给台北的力量不够，还有七大教，谁是给出界？拿拉达再从边界来抛球，马斯凯直接下半场替补上场。这个要靠个人的能力啊，但是刚球落到后面应该去起步，都低估了皇马的防守球员压迫的能力、超节点，也是那个距离的拿捏。当你以为像刚刚这个球要往前跑，
你瞬间切换，再先不想管你对啊。
我以为我可以过，
我的前方手
伸脚一球就把那个球给
应该写16号开学，第二场是3月7日。
有推进的意识，遇到这样的错过机会，这是非常可惜的。
How are you feeling, Monsieur Maury?
Do you have my tonic? I can barely think.
内森呢在禁区拿球啊，但是没办法留下这颗球。
I'm missing half of the tonic ingredients.
另外一边啊 ，Rigo 遇到了干扰，真的比较特别，因为当然 Rigo 是位置都还是可以的，另外应该是在防守前比你们带来的注意力比较靠后，但是这些比赛他反而都是摆在右边来推进中后援。
It's low.
进球都是从右边来发的，包括最后给贝利亚的那一个也是。啊，中间的后卫有近距离起球被挡下来，还有被跟进攻。再试一次，拉贝利还是进球了。今天的在进攻上一直受到了防守的地方，没有太多出球的机会，还靠的是第二上。
Monsieur Fauché, may I disturb you for a moment?
Of course, how can I help?
Monsieur Fauché, I need your help to prepare a cocktail.
What is this phrase? This is music to my ears. What can I fix for you? A mojito? A gin and tonic? Or perhaps a martini? Shaken, not stirred?
It's not for me, but for Monsieur Maury.
Ah, his day after survival tonic. Unfortunately, I know it well. Bring me the ingredients and I'll prepare it for you right away.
Monsieur Fauché.
Of course.
Thank you, Monsieur Fauché. 'Think, Poirot, that is not a good answer.
今天来说是这样整一脚就够了，就让他的这个命中率会提高。这真的是足球的精妙的地方啊！当然有一些细部的数据的，你要去足球看啊，才能够看出来。但是
Strange, this story. If Mademoiselle Olsen is such a light sleeper, why didn't she tell me about Mademoiselle Debenham getting out of bed? She even made a point to tell me the opposite. I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
希望进攻上可以得到一些收获。
Fantastic. My little gray cells did not let me down. Et voilà.
忘记了。
Right. Fantastic. Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer. Are you with brilliant? Well done. Et voilà. I have all the ingredients for Monsieur Maurice tonic. I have to go and see Monsieur Fauchet so he can prepare it for me. Monsieur Fauchet, may I disturb you for a moment?
Of course, how can I help?
Thank you, Monsieur. Fauchet, I'll come back to... How are you feeling, Monsieur Mori?
Do you have my tonic? I can barely think.
这样才会刚刚64分钟出场上还在夺分，上来，也是希望看能不能够在中场这个位置上呢去和Orient去做比较好的一个配合。
How are you feeling, Monsieur?
Do you have my...
是这聪明的WIS， WIS， 念起来有点类似，看谐音的小文章。 球也好，抢断球也好，是他自己来操刀的那个射。德国在今年成人国家队成绩比较不如预期，那就他第一的情况，在14年世界杯欧盟就陷入了大概新冠限量，但是他们在今年是说17的这个新冠纪念队，在世界纪念杯的赛事里面是拿到冠军。 可以控制球，那皇马这都是。
Monsieur Fauché,
Of course.
here is everything that was listed on the magnet.
Excellent. I can take it from here. Mr. Poirot, I'm uncertain about the lemon juice. Is it half a lemon or full lemon for the recipe?
Half a lemon.
I can't remember if Hotaru prefers it with ginger or without. Do you remember?
I can assure you that he will want the ginger.
There you are, sir. Hotaru will be himself again.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Here you go, Mr. Mori. I hope this will help you.
Thank you very much. Please give me a moment. While this takes effect, it will be a while, I'm afraid. But I will not move from the kitchen.
Since I have to wait, do you know where I can find Mademoiselle Nielsen?
She is in the staff quarters in the luggage car. If the door is locked, John will have the key.
Thank you. I will return. I hope you have a speedy recovery. How are you feeling, Monsieur Mori?
Everything is still fuzzy. My tonic needs more time to take effect.
Monsieur Mori told me that you are the one who has the key to open the luggage car door. I will need it.
Yes, that's right. Here it is. Please don't forget to give it back to me.
I will not forget, Monsieur Fauché. I have a favor to ask. Could you visit the passengers who are in their rooms and explain there has been an error with their allergy and diet form?
But Monsieur Poirot, I made no errors.
Of course not. Call it a computer error.
Yes, it is possible, but even if I can see this is part of your investigation, I do not understand it.
I would ask that you observe which hand each passenger uses.
Ah, you wish to know if they use the right or left hand when they write?
That is my intention.
I will take on this mission for you.
Excellent. That's it. It's open now. Empty rum bottles. A deck of cards. I suspect they were reading diamonds and spades instead of books. Hello, Mademoiselle Nielsen. May I ask you a few questions?
I don't have a minute. My career is ruined, and it's not my fault.
But how did this terrible thing come to pass?
My supplies, passenger luggage, our living space. There's so little room. I gave the cargo handlers in Istanbul strict instructions how to stack my crates containing the ingredients I need for my desserts. So as one box is used up, it can be discarded.
And these fools of cargo handlers did not follow your instructions?
Ignored completely. I have 4 crates that must be moved from there to here to correct the order they are stacked. But placing the wrong crate on top of a smaller crate will crush it, its contents, and my career.
Calm yourself, mademoiselle. I understand. So, the problem is these 4 crates must be moved there, but carefully.
Yes. I have to move these 4 boxes from this location to here. But there is not much space to move the boxes, and I have to be careful never to put a bigger box on top of a smaller one, or the smaller crate will be destroyed.
The problem is clear. I shall assist you.
我不是已经好了？
也没有做错，只是在防守上面的已经有所预期了。
I have to move these 4 boxes from this location to here. But there is not much space to move the boxes, and I have to be careful never to put a bigger box on top of a smaller one, or the smaller crate will be destroyed.
The problem is clear. I shall assist you.
Are a lifesaver.
Or at least a dessert saver.
Thank you, thank you. I will gladly answer your questions.
Can you tell me your movements of last night?
Last night after dinner, I stayed in the kitchen until 12:15 a.m. Then I joined Jean and Hotaru in our quarters. Then all of us read quietly in our beds until we fell asleep.
A very studious staff. However, Monsieur Mori doesn't seem to have followed the same literary pursuit as the others. And these rum bottles, do they have something to do with his hangover? I rather think that you didn't just read last night.
What makes you say that?
The empty rum bottles. Were their labels part of your reading last night?
My fault. I must have left them there before I put them in the bin. And these are straight from the bar. Our passengers must have drunk them.
I have my doubts. But why would she feel the need to lie? That deck of cards. I imagine that you didn't spend all evening reading.
Yes, you're right. We played a little last night, but it wasn't long. Nobody really wanted to.
Knowing about the card game does not seem to further my investigation. I spoke to Monsieur Mori. He seemed to be quite hungover. He even asked me to make him his day after tonic. He blurted out, "Freya always wins." Wins what? Looking around, it is clear you were gambling and drinking most of the night.
You don't understand. It's late when we're off duty, but we need to unwind. And now there's been a murder? Yes, I admit it. We went overboard last night. But please don't tell Mr. Book. It's against regulations. We could all be fired.
Mademoiselle, I realize your difficult jobs have been made more difficult. But as you say, there has been a murder. I must have the truth.
Of course. I'm so sorry.
It's not such a crime. I'll leave it there and check in with Monsieur Fauchet. Would you mind writing your address on this paper? I'm asking everyone on the train for addresses, in case I need to contact them once they leave the train in Paris.
I understand.
Yes, that's it. Mademoiselle Nielsen is right-handed. Do you smoke?
No, I never have.
Thank you. Thank you for your answers, Miss Nielsen.
You're welcome.
Another golden moustache to treasure. How are you?
It's better.
How are you?
Thank you.
Then may I ask you some questions? It will not take long.
Quickly, please. I have hungry passengers to feed.
Très bien. Can you tell me your movements last night?
Oh, nothing special. When I went off duty, I joined John and Freya in a compartment. I read for a short while, then went to bed early.
Reading? I'm not sure you have recovered enough to tell me the truth. Don't waste what little energy you have recovered to lie, Monsieur Maury.
Yes, sorry, Mr. Poirot. You're right. It obviously wasn't reading that made my head hurt like that. But if you told Monsieur Book, it could mean my job.
I will keep your secret, but I am investigating a murder. You must tell me the truth.
Thank you.
Please, write your address on this paper.
My address? I don't see why.
I think I hear Monsieur Book approaching.
My address? Yes, of course.
A non-right-handed person. Not surprising, most people are. You are a heavy smoker.
My job. It is very stressful.
Would you happen to know who vapes on the train? A banana flavor?
Oh, yes. The smell disgusts me. What is wrong with the good tobacco?
I do not have time to answer that. Who is it?
I've only seen one person who vapes. It's Captain Arbuthnot.
Captain Arbuthnot, I see. Your testimony was invaluable to me. Thank you. Take care, Monsieur Maury. My palate depends on your good health. Here is your key. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
About the little favor I asked of you.
Aha, but of course. I was able to get new allergy forms from guests who were in their compartments. Monsieur McQueen, Monsieur Masterman, Count and Countess Andreni, they are all right-handed. I also asked Princess Dragomirov, but she had her assistant, Madame Schmidt, sign for her. She is right-handed as well.
You have exceeded my expectations. Well done. Thank you, Monsieur Fauchet. I'll come back to you if I have more questions.
So, Poirot,
I have not finished. Monsieur Fauchet,
Of course.
so, Monsieur Fauchet, are you trying to hide things from me? I know about your little party last night.
You are not a detective for nothing. I'm sorry, Monsieur Poirot.
Thank you, Monsieur Fauchet. Captain Arbuthnot, I know that you are the only person on this train to smoke e-cigarettes. We found a vial of e-liquid at the crime scene. Will you talk to me about this, or should I pass on what I've learned to the police?
All right. Come in if you must.
I have just a few questions for you.
Very well. Let's hear them.
Is this e-cigarette liquid yours?
What flavor is it?
Banana.
Well, that is awkward. That's my flavor of choice. But I have no idea what it was doing there. Whatever.
Can you explain how it ended up there?
I have no idea. I never entered the man's room, Poirot. That's the truth.
The young English lady, Mademoiselle Debenham, was at the Tocatlian Hotel. Perhaps you met her there?
We exchanged a few words. Fellow Brits abroad, that sort of thing.
What can you tell me about Mademoiselle Debenham?
Nothing whatsoever. We barely spoke.
The director of the Orient Express, Monsieur Bouc, thinks the assassin is a woman.
And that is enough to accuse her. She had nothing to do with this murder.
How can you be so certain?
The idea is absurd. Ratchet was a perfect stranger to her. She'd never seen him before.
Ah, did she tell you so?
Well, yes, maybe she did. She may have commented once upon his somewhat unpleasant appearance. If a woman is concerned, as you seem to think, to my mind, without any evidence, I can assure you that Miss Debenham could not possibly be implicated.
It is clear that the captain is defending Miss Debenham, a woman he supposedly doesn't know very well. What were you doing last night around 1:15?
1:15? I believe I was still talking to that young American fellow, Mr. McQueen, the secretary of demand who was killed. We were in his compartment.
He was a friend or acquaintance of yours?
No, I never saw him before this journey. We'd hit it off at dinner, and the conversation continued into the early hours.
Until what time, Leonard?
Until 1:45 or so. Then I retired to my room and went to sleep.
There is nothing you can recall last night that in any way struck you as suspicious?
It's nothing. A mere detail.
Allow me to be the judge.
Well, before returning to my room, I went to the lounge car to get a glass of water. When I was passing through the first-class corridor, I noticed that the door, which is just after your room, 201, was not quite closed, and the person who was inside peered out in a furtive sort of way. Then he closed the door quickly. I know there's nothing in that, but it was the furtive way it was done that caught my attention. Struck me as a bit odd.
I understand. Thank you for letting me know. Could you write down your address here, please?
My address? If you insist.
This man is right-handed. Thank you, Captain.
You're welcome.
Captain Arbuthnot is the only passenger to smoke an e-cigarette. Even if this liquid in Ratchet's room is a solid clue, he has an alibi. I cannot accuse him without any other proof.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
How is Mademoiselle Locke, Doctor?
Her vital signs are improving, but she is still unconscious.
I understand. Thank you for looking after her. Pardon this intrusion, Mademoiselle Olsen, but something you told me earlier confuses me.
Oh, please, come in.
How can you be sure Mademoiselle Debenham was in bed all night?
As I told you, I am a very light sleeper. The slightest noise wakes me up. If Fraulein Debenham had gotten out of her bed, I would have heard her. I got up this morning around 8 a.m. She was sleeping soundly.
Both cannot hide from Poirot forever.
Are you certain you would have heard her?
Yes. Why are you asking?
I spoke to Mademoiselle Debenham and she told me that she got up around 5 o'clock in the morning. She opened the door and looked down the corridor. It was then that she saw a woman in a red kimono. How do you explain?
I think I must have been sleeping very soundly not to have heard it. Oh, but does that make me a suspect?
I am not accusing anyone, mademoiselle. Do not worry. I am just trying to determine what happened last night. Thank you for your testimony.
Because it has a use, as he said, technology is a satellite launch. Then I have the question. Is the United States launching its satellite with a burden? 根据韩国表示，公司可提供朝鲜发射卫星的技术，以换取朝鲜提供后腿急需的弹药。俄罗斯和朝鲜对此都严正否认，但金正恩和普京4月在俄罗斯联盟地区会面时，同意扩大强力合作。当时金正恩参观了俄罗斯的卡泰发射中心、战斗机制造工厂和海军基地。韩国的情报指出，朝鲜提供先前发射卫星时代的相关蓝图和数据给俄罗斯进行分析，在俄罗斯的帮助下解决了民情的问题。朝鲜则据报已向俄罗斯提供约2000个货柜的弹药和军事装备。In recent months,
ships have been spotted docking at Brussels port for the first time since 2018. US and South Korean officials say they include Russian vessels linked to the country's military logistics system. Officials from Seoul have told reporters that an estimated 2,000 containers suspected of carrying artillery shells have been sent from Brussels port, though the Kremlin has denied such shipments. 目前无论朝鲜的侦察卫星是否能够取得美国、韩国或日本的军事情报，每次成功的火箭发射都能让朝鲜科学家改进制造各种射程的飞弹技术，像是威胁韩国和日本的多种飞弹、针对关岛的远程飞弹，以及最令人不安能够到达美国本土的洲际弹道飞弹。因为洲际弹道飞弹和卫星运载火箭所使用的技术相似，朝鲜借此展示明确的武力威慑，告诉西方我们已有能力辨识和选择攻击目标。
Opponents possible nuclear attacks using missiles. That means none of them should deploy in space. Many different countries are in the satellites, seeing this phenomenon, something like what they have pulled off with this time. It's very primitive and probably not threatening.
That's the right answer.
Yes, but then in the sense that it's not really of their successful development of this technology, this represents a major threat.
美国启动 AUKUS 围堵中国，制裁俄罗斯、朝鲜和伊朗。中俄朝英这4个国家如果军事技术合作，将对美国造成可怕的威胁。这是把世界带回新冷战的拜登没有料到的局面。如果朝鲜真有能力攻击美国在东亚地区的军事基地，甚至是攻打到美国本土，这可能会危及美国对韩国和日本和保护伞的威慑能力。华府、首尔和东京的执政者需要面对全球地缘政治环境已大大削弱联合国对朝鲜制裁效力的现实。
So, Poirot, I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
There is no trace of the murder weapon on the train, as yet. The killer could have hidden it anywhere.
It must be somewhere.
Indeed, as you say, it must be somewhere. According to Dr. Constantine's report, the stab wounds were made by at least one right-handed and one left-handed person, and with different strength. For the moment, everyone I have checked is right-handed. It is impossible to draw any conclusions as yet. However, I still have a few people to interrogate, notably the Russian princess.
You still have many avenues to explore?
Indeed, the case is far from over, Monica. I identified the person responsible for the bottle of liquid for the vape found at the crime scene.
So, this is our culprit? Do we hold him?
No, unfortunately, this bottle belongs to Captain Arbuthnot, but he has an alibi, confirmed by Monsieur McQueen for the time of the murder.
Monsieur Bouc, Monsieur Poirot. Michel, calm down. It's Mrs. Aubert. She says she found the murder weapon in her room. She's very upset. Let's go, Poirot.
XC40
现金优惠价134.9万，即刻出发。
双 AI 机制，AI 智慧侦测加 AI 智能感知，双 AI 智能资料。
我看那个报告，好像不是在中国那个什么骑汽车买走，在你家附近被买走。
I demand to be allowed to leave this train!
Agatha, we are in the mountains, trapped in a snowdrift.
Stating the obvious, there is a murderer among us. He had the audacity to hide his weapon in my room.
Please, Madame Lebert, take a deep breath and tell us what occurred. Where did you find the knife?
I wanted to get a handkerchief from my purse, and when I opened it, I saw it! A bloody knife! Am I next to be murdered?
I very much doubt the murderer would give you his weapon.
What do you mean?
Madame, he would have used it.
Oh, my heavens!
Did you touch the knife?
Of course not. What a question.
I will take that as a no. Is this knife the real murder weapon, or is it a red herring?
Mrs. Hubbard is distraught, Poirot. I should stay with her. Please go on without me.
I have every right to be distraught. Thank you, Mr. Book.
Dr. Constantine, we may have found our murder weapon. We need to make certain.
There is a pretty quick way to be sure. I have estimated the depth of the wounds. You can easily find the depth of each wound by comparing the width. There are 5 of them that I am not sure about. Test them, and then we will compare our results.
I will do as you say, Doctor. I do not think that's the right answer. Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer. I do not think that's the right answer. Emma, this is wrong. But I'm never far from... No, not good. I do not think that's the right answer. This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth. Think, Poirot, that is not a good answer. That's the right answer. What do you think, Doctor? Is this knife really the murder weapon?
There can be no doubt. You found the same depths as the estimates I made during the preliminary autopsy. I can assure you that you hold in your hands the weapon that took Ratchet's life.
Thank you. I feel way better now.
The rest gave you time to sleep off most of the effects of the drug.
I'm still a bit groggy.
That's understandable.
Are you able to continue your story now?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Where was I?
You were explaining how you returned to the Armstrong house to tell them their poor little child was dead.
Yes, that's it. I felt helpless. My part in the case was officially over, but I knew I couldn't let it go. Daisy deserved justice. 2 days later, I returned to the Armstrong house to tell them Daisy would be released soon for burial. I was angry with myself that I couldn't bring them better news. I wasn't prepared for more tragedy.